7,000 BC, constellation of Scorpio, out of orbit on Taurus, my home planet Maui. The optimal climatic conditions of the planet allow an average lifespan of about 1,000 years. The inhabitants of Maui over time are divided into two guilds. The builders, strong, skilled, durable. They're capable of adapting to any situation. The thinkers, the philosophers, physicists, and mathematicians, capable of mastering any technology. Together they were the perfect balance. These two guilds thrived with evolution and prosperity. That is, until Antares' climate begins to dissipate. It only took 2 weeks of the surface of Maui to freeze, forcing the inhabitants to take refuge underground. In the meantime, the thinkers, they had to realize a prototype of a space ark, if produced to a large enough scale, would allow the exodus of the entire population of the planet. But the builders refused. They demanded a solution to save the planet. So Parliament went underway. They tried to discuss a new principle, but most of the senior thinkers died. So an elite group of 2,000 thinkers, they secretly left one night with the prototype of the ark. I still remember the extreme sadness I felt when the ark left the surface of Maui, dooming the planet and all its inhabitants to certain death. But thus began the search for a new planet, one that might be compatible with the difficult needs of the thinkers. 300 years of research, one hyperspace jump a day, over 800 planets examined, and yet no planet exceeded 50% climate compatibility. Meanwhile, the oldest members of the crew started to die of old age. One day, we arrived in the Milky Way and immediately noticed a third planet in the orbit of the most active star. The surface scan revealed a climate compatibility of 98.5%. Enthusiasm was rampant, but immediately shut down by one of the oldest members of the crew. How would the inhabitants of the planet welcome us? What level of technology do they have? We decided to go down and find out. The entry through the atmosphere left severe damage to the space ark. We were faced to make an emergency landing on an island adjacent to the African continent, now known as Madagascar. The ground impact killed 674 crew members, and only 85 survived. So in the following days we began exploration. The planet was populated only by semi-intelligent animal life forms. The vegetation was thriving, climate was welcoming, the life expectancy was potentially unlimited. We decided to rebuild our civilization on the planet, but we needed lots of work. Thanks to the knowledge resources, we chose the most intelligent species and we modified the DNA. Using 70% of the animal base, 20% of our builder DNA, and 10% thinker, we created a mix of the instinct, the spirit, and the creative genius. We guided them and educated them, and in return, they served us. But, then came the great divide of the crew members. We left the island, each one with their own retinue of men, searching for new territories to command, while I decided to stay and repair the ark. It kept it safe under the desert sands, and all the thinkers throughout history, they led their followers in ruthless battles for desire for power. They paid their price with their lives while I remained in hiding. I repaired the ark using metals found on the earth. In 1968 AD, I completed the repair of the ark, but I unintentionally activated a beacon. A few hours later, the beacon activated with the message saying, "We finally located the traitors. We survived, we evolved, we plundered. They destroyed over 170 planets, and now they were going to do the same to us." They said they're no longer called the builders. Now they're called the destroyers. And they had so many people, such a lethal force, there's nothing we can do about it. So I thought about the message for a few days, what I was going to do about it, how I was going to warn people that they were coming. I thought about man and how much the technology advanced during the two world wars. So I thought, what if I made way to continue a third war? So I traveled to various countries of the world, bribing the rulers with my technologies. I waited for the right time, and we triggered the Third World War. On October 1st, 2020, the world was presented the animated statue of the Gundam. Simultaneously, I sent a real mecha, an exact copy of the Japanese Gundam, to the city of Malibu, equipped to explode a nuclear payload. In just 2 months, all nations converted their industrial productions to mecha. The Special Ops Group Brave Pilots was born. They were the best operators of the futuristic war machines. So now we're ready to face the invasion of the destroyers.